the lost. We're not the blind, we're not the lost. Walked on straight from my bed. We'll never look back. We're not the blind, we are the ones that face the mistakes that we make. We won't turn away. We're not the blind, we're not the lost. Separate, but it seems the time has come that you run my life with no hope to fight, and no time to hide. And I'm sinking under, drowning faster. Please just let me breathe. The air is leaving, and I'm lost in need of you again. You break me down. Code we all swore, for this life we have chosen. Armed soldiers to a common war we fight, to this passion of love we may fail and die. I'm slipping further, we're falling faster. You're growing stronger. Let God grow weaker, and I know you break me down and you make Just give me some time with your smile, baby. I wanna memorize you. I wanna.
What is going on, everyone? Happy Thursday evening to everyone watching here tonight so far. We got a very, very interesting race going on here tonight. We are halfway through the season after this race 5 of the regular season, until we start the playoffs here in the Arca series for Mdot. We are racing at Indy, and if it's anything like Monday night, this track is gonna be a handful. I know with me racing Monday, I just turned it into having fun. Cars getting really loose in corner exit, kind of hard to pass here. So go ahead and take a look at our race info. This track temp, run about 108 degrees. I know some of these guys are saying when they were practicing yesterday, it's about 116, so a little bit better of race conditions here. You got some people, I guess, having some fun right there. Weather outside is 81 degrees. And the question is, does anyone have anything for the Skylord Racing crew? They have, they're on a 3-race streak, finishing 1 and 2. So, does anyone have anything for those guys? That's going to be Skylar Carnes, Johnny Brugg, and Bobby Plastic. But I'm not seeing Bobby or Johnny on. So, it might just be Skylar on here tonight. Should be interesting to see if they join here in a bit. As far as racers tonight, I believe we got about 22 racers scheduled to race here tonight for their 55 lap race. This is a 2.5 mile track, but it's not like your ordinary Talladega and Daytona 2.5 miles. It is a very flat racetrack. Like I said before, very easy to get loose on. Actually, we'll go ahead and ride on board with Skylar and just give you guys an idea on what these guys are fighting with here tonight. Very long pit lane exit here. And if we have green flag pit stops, one of the keys of the race is to get that minimum time, I should say, going through that. See them going 3 and 4. They're most likely going to be on the brakes as they enter turn 3, and you see how loose it is coming off of turn 3, and that is what it's like every turn here. 1, 2, 3, and 4. These Skylar getting loose again. They're tapping the wall a little bit. We got about a minute left to qualifying, and we'll go ahead and take a hot lap around here with Mr. Skylar Carnes. Another important thing to this race is staying in that lead pack draft. That draft is so huge here at Indianapolis. You know, we get that maximum run down the track. It looks like Skylar is doing something kind of like I was doing Monday night, kind of letting the throttle and the power in that back end keep his car going through the turn, not really turning too much in corner exit. I know for me, from experience, that led to a lot of tire wear. I was just out having a blast Monday night. This track is difficult, but it's also very, very, very fun to drive. As practice will end here, and we will get a start on qualifying. Also, Marquis Smith. I don't think he's ran here before. I did some laps with him in a practice. He was running in the 52s, but it was on a cooler racetrack. So keep an eye on that number 19. He might be the favorite to win this race. As it is very, very, very difficult to pass on this track. As we get ready for qualifying, let's go ahead and ride on with Mr. Lightning McQueen, Kobe Sutphin. See, he finally ran that Lightning McQueen again. I've been want him to run. A chow. Go ahead and take a laps around with him. As he is actually our current points leader going into this race, currently sitting 5 points ahead of Jacob Black and 9 points ahead of, I believe, his teammate Braden Robinson. And then behind them, you got Dusty Apple, 13 points, sitting in 4th place. And you got the kiddo in the lobby, Ryan Simone, still sitting in the top 5 in points. He is having an amazing season. A huge turnaround from last season. This kid has put together some really good runs. Bear with me here for a moment. I'm trying to find the best TV angle for the race. See Kobe going around through turn 2 right there, getting really loose coming off that turn. Something you're going to see here a lot. You got to make sure these drivers give everyone enough room, especially on corner exit. As I believe Monday night's race, I believe we had 3 cautions. Not sure what caused those cautions. I don't know if it was a self spinner or what. I was too busy trying to get a decent finish. Johnny Marlin says, Gavin Marlin running. No, not tonight. He will be running Monday night, though, at Phoenix in Xfinity. That'll be the next track on schedule for both Xfinity and Arca. I think Kobe might have tagged the wall there. Currently, Marquis Smith putting in the fast time of the lap, or of the qualifying. 3/10 ahead of second place, Jacob Black. The guy we were just on with Cody Sutphin is about second, 1.3 seconds behind. Skylar Carnes comes in with a pretty fast lap there. See if Marquis can improve his time here, second time by. Going around turn 4 right now. Comes across start finish line. You see Kobe Sutphin put in a really good second lap there. Move himself up into P3. Skylar Carnes is still out on track. I believe this is his second lap here. I stand mistaken. Must have messed up somewhere on that second lap. Kind of just coasting to get his qualifying laps done. And make sure y'all tune in tomorrow night as well. We got a 150 lapper at Dover for our Cup Series. I believe they're down to 3 races, including that one left until the playoffs. And the point standing at the bottom, it is getting really tight down there. But so far this season, we've only had one repeat winner, and that is the 47 Skylar Carnes. He has won twice this season so far. Other than that, we've had a different winner every race this season. So Skylar Carnes, the lone shark for Skylord Rocket Racing. Gonna try to keep at least that top 2 streak going. You know, at least if he gets second, he's like, hey, we finished at least second 4 races in a row. Unfortunately, his team is not here tonight. Hopefully they're okay. Looks like you got the 82 still out on track, putting some laps in. As I say that, qualifying will end, and we will go ahead and look at our starting grid here. So leading off this race, you have Marquis Smith qualifying in your pole position with a 53.740. Right behind him, you'll have James Ray. Row 2 got Skylar Carnes and Kobe Sutphin. Row 3 you got Jacob Black and Dusty Applin. Row 4 you go Terry Ferrier and Josh Grosso. Row 5 Cody Cobber and Tristan Sugg. Going on to row 6 you got Tammy Thompson and Chase Harden. We go all the way back to row 7. You got the Grandpas, Grandpa Giberson and Grandpa Bill. Row 8, you got Tom Gerst and Eric Warman. Row 9, you got the save of the year, Rob Nickel and Ryan Simone. Row 10, you got Michael Gervey. I don't believe from Paris Racing. So we'll go on to row 11, Blake Bingham, Bob Gallagher. Row 12 will be Thomas Stanley. I don't believe Corey's racing either. And they got Brandon Robinson rounding out the field here tonight. Hutchinson, you should be up here with me. Let's say that keep an eye out on Jacob Black, as he does have a real life spotter in his ear tonight. And that is always an advantage. That's what I usually do on Friday nights. I go ahead and real life spot for the number 73 of Justin Malarkey. Here we are. We got 55 laps. We're on this 2.5 mile track. Should be starting our pace up anytime soon. And say we'll have 7 cautions here tonight. That's the lucky number 7. These guys, they had a pretty good outing last week. They got a good green flag run in, and then cautions kind of brought cautions. Something you see quite a bit, really, anytime we race on iRacing. It's caution after caution, but hey, it happens. Still fun to race. Carlos, yes, I believe I fixed that. Carlos also raced Monday night and publicly apologized to Carlos about getting into him there. But hey, we move on. And man, that 95 looks clean. Love the Lightning McQueen skin. As I will be mute myself throughout the night. Got a sick kiddo, and he unfortunately got me sick as well. Don't worry, it's not the Rona. He tested negative for that, so it's just a upper respiratory infection. Rooting for James Ray or Marquise Smith. Well, hey, you got those two guys on the front row here, and Marquise was really fast in practice. As a matter of fact, in practice he was running and he was faster than the Xfinity cars. So these Arca cars might be easier to handle here. Might not be. We'll find out as the race goes on, and everyone has two quick fixes here tonight. So use them wisely. 55 laps don't seem like a long time, but it's a long time. Marquis Smith will lead the field to green. Green flag will fly, and we are underway here at Indianapolis for your fifth race of the season. Everyone gets a good jump there as the double zero is able to stick with the 19 on that start. Goes to turn one. Marquis is going to have that low line, though. He's going to have the speed coming out of turn one there. As Skylar Carnes, he's going to try to peek his way in as the double zero is going to get a run on the outside, it looks like. Side by side out of turn two they go, with the double zero of James Ray being able to pull in front of his teammate, Marquis Smith. You got a little battle going on back here between Kobe Jacob and I think that's Dusty, I believe, in the 8 car. There's some two wide racing going on, and these guys are first and second in points, and they have been putting on a show all season long. They've had some really good battles here in this Arca series. Jacob, more of the veteran here in the Arca series. I think he's on his second season. As Dusty, he's going to be able to get around Kobe as well, as Kobe cuts right in front of the nose of Josh Grosso. We'll go back to the battle for the lead, as James Ray is still able to hold off his teammate. We'll go through the field. We'll go check on the young gun here. Ryan Simone kind of riding comfortably back here in P18. Looks like Michael Gervey and Blake Bingham weren't able to start the race there. At this point, everyone has kind of single filed it out. And we're single file racing here at Indy. Great start here. We might get some green flag pits under our belt. You got 1, 2, and 3 running within 0.3 of a second of each other. You got a little bit of gap back there to the number 8 car, but he might be closing the gap. Chris Watkins pulling for the 0019 as well. Nicole Motorsports race team says, "Let's go, Nicole." And I wonder if he has another crazy save like he did last race. I still couldn't get it. I had to watch that save at least 10 times. It was insane. Hopefully Ethan and Jacob putting together a video for Mdot, include that in the video, because that was amazing. It was Kobe. Has little problems coming off of turn 2 there. Goes really, really low down the back stretch. Don't believe he lost a position, though. He was tucked right in front of the 23. Not quite sure what happened there, but he definitely had some troubles. They go down the straightaway, and wow, we got a good green flag run going. AAA broadcasting hits on this all the time, and I'll start including my races. If you're ever feeling down, you need to talk to someone, don't be afraid to reach out. Call the hotline, talk to a family friend, talk to just a friend, you know, anyone you need to. As the double zero gets a little loose coming off that turn. Nothing big as the 33, I believe, has some problems coming off of turn 2 there. That's Cody Coburn. He had a pretty good run going last week at Vegas. A nice little Hot Wheel scheme. Looks like Ryan Simone has moved his way back into 19th place. Well, you got the green flag run going. Let's go ahead and run a couple laps in the cockpit of the 19 machine, currently sitting in second place. The last couple of races, we've been looking for people to give the 47 and Johnny a run for the money. Johnny, unfortunately, not here tonight, but Skyler's sitting in third place right now. Has two future NPM drivers, I believe they said, in front of him. I don't know if they're currently on NPN. The 91 has hit pit road. That is, I believe that's Thomas Girth, I believe his name is. Tom Girth, he's on pit road. Not quite sure what happened there. You see Blake Bingham able to exit pit road finally, about a lap down. You know, here right there, the 19 really having to lift because that run he got gets right up to the back end of the double zero. Like I said when I started this broadcast, it is really, really hard to pass here. You think, oh, 2.5 miles, it's easy. No, it's really not, because even if you try to make a move to the inside, you lose so much momentum. The only time you could pass him was doing what the 19 is doing right here. Get that draft on the long straightaways between 1 and 3 and 2 and 4. Or 4 and 1 and 2 and 3, my apologies. You right there, Mr. Smith is going to put himself in position on the inside line to get around the double zero of James Ray. The 47, he's going to fall behind the 19. The 19 is going to be able to help that double zero. Maybe, maybe not. No, he couldn't quite help him get that draft. Kobe Carnes drives it in deep, gets in front of the double zero going into the turn. Kobe my apologies. Skyler taking over that second place position. We go back and check in with our points leader, Kobe Suffin, currently moved his way up right behind the back bumper of Jacob Black. Ooh, some blocking going on there. Jacob Black said, hey, I want that points lead back. He's been holding that points lead for a couple weeks now. Kobe Suffin was finally able to take it over. Kobe's going to be on the inside of Jacob there coming out of turn 3. Going into turn 4, Kobe easily takes that position over from Jacob as they drive out of turn 4. But Jacob, he ain't going to have none of it. He's going to look to do what Kobe just did to him. Try to complete that pass. Kobe goes the inside. Smart move there by Kobe. Take that inside line away. And all this battling has let that 23 of Josh Grosso close up to these guys. They come out of turn 1. Jacob with the run actually out of turn 1. He'll take back over that top 5 position from... Whoa, Jacob gets loose coming off the turn. They're still side by side going into turn 3. Kobe's not quite clear. Kobe is now clear with Josh Grosso. He's really close that gap. A great battle for P5, and as I was watching this battle, Skylar Carnes was able to complete the pass on Marquis Smith for first place. Go back and rewatch that. Here's a pass for first. Skylar getting to the inside, getting that great run there. Able to complete the pass coming out of turn 3 right there. As Dusty Applin, he has closed the gap on these top 3 guys. Jacob Black is still fighting back there with Josh Grosso and Kobe Suffin, as now Marquis Smith is looking to the inside of James Ray for P2. Did he race last week, Davey? I can't remember. I'm talking to Davey. Marquise really pressuring his teammate coming off of the turn there. And Dusty Applin is loving this battle. He is there on the quarter panel of the double zero. Let's see if he can get a run on the outside like Jacob Black did a couple laps ago. Mentioning Jacob Black, he has actually lost a position to the 23 of Josh Grosso. All these guys find it out has really opened the door up for Skylar Carnes to kind of drive away here. Jacob Black looks like he might have hit the wall coming off that turn. But we'll go back and watch that real quick. He definitely he definitely tagged the wall coming out of this turn here, as you're about to see. Oof. Luckily for them, they got 2 quick fixes here tonight. Going back up to your leader, Skylar Carnes. His gap's closed a little bit. As we take a look at the last lap time, Skylar Carnes a little bit slower than James Ray and Marquis Smith. That time by, he was a little bit slower again, so that draft those two are getting is closing the gap ever so slightly to the leader. And they've kind of left Dusty Applin out hanging dry. He was about a second slower he was a second slower that last lap. Jacob Black really fighting to loose race cars. You saw on the top of your screen there. Once again getting loose off that turn. Ooh, it looks like Josh Grosso got loose off the turn, hit the wall pretty hard. Grosso, not Grosso. My apologies, Josh. That allowed the gap between Josh and Jacob to close a little bit there. Go back out to the lead as the 19 is now right on the back bumper of the 47 car. Will these two teammates be able to work together, get around them? I say that, but James Ray is about 4/10 behind the 19. Not too much, not really too much help he's gonna get from the double zero as Kobe goes down low to try to break that draft. Going down the backstretch. Ooh, cuts the nose off the 19 there, and the 19 is right on that back bumper. Skyler's doing everything he can to hold off this 19. He seen him get a little loose there going into turn 4. Coming out of turn 4, Marquise can be right on that back bumper. At the double zero, he has now closed the gap to the 19. This is where teammates are really going to come advantage. They're going to be able to work together to get around this 47 machine. Look like we got battle brewing back between Jacob and Josh Grosso. Jacob on the outside trying to get that position back. Ooh, gets a little loose coming off that turn. Side by side they go down the backstretch. A battle's going on. We still got a battle for the lead going on. Skylar Carnes is still able to hold off the 19, but for how long, we don't know. Jacob and Josh are still side by side. Yellow is out. Not seeing anyone slow on the track. Don't know what happened there. I've been having issues with SDK not working right. Tell me. Gotcha. Who crashed? Pace car is out, and I know a lot of these guys, that's what they're wanting to see. Looks like it might have been Chase Harden. The number 5 machine. He lost quite a few positions there. Once again, I apologize, guys, for the difficulties, but SDK is not working. I mean, at this point in the race, it would be not very smart for someone to stay out. Everyone should be coming to pit lane to get four fresh Goodyear tires and top it off with some fuel. Looks like we got one guy staying out. That's the 82 machine, but I believe he is getting his lap back. 82 will get his lap back, be back on the lead lap. Guys, pit. Let's watch the race off of pit road. Kobe was able, dang it, Skyler was able to pit P1 and see if he can keep that P1 coming out of pit road. His Skyler services are done. He does easily beat the 19 off, then the double zero, and then the 8. Jacob Black coming out where he came in at. Not too many people changing positions too much on pit road here. Everyone looks like they got a really clean edge of the pit road. I saw this paint scheme rolling off. I had to take a closer look at it. You cannot miss that car out on track. As a Grim Reaper saying, "Let's go Chase." Chase currently back in P16, but we saw him make a good run for a top 5 finish last week, so he might be up there at the end of the race. We still got 40 laps to go. We're under caution here. Go ahead and pull up the. Let's go ahead and pull up the 8 of Dusty Applin. You can get an idea on how these cars are handling. Hey, what's going on, Dusty? Isaac in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir. I got you.
Hey, man, just pulled you up here. Pass some time with the caution list, man. Go ahead and talk us through how these cars are going and the difficulty of passing here, because I know I felt that Monday when I was racing here.
You just gotta get up there and make sure somebody makes a mistake, basically, and that's the only way you're gonna be able to pass here.
Gotcha, man. How loose are these cars exactly coming off of the corner exits? I'm seeing a couple of people get pretty sideways.
It's pretty loose on the starts, but once you get a rhythm, you get the car tightens up. But yeah, I've seen a couple of people get loose in front of me, and I'm like, I'm not getting loose, but they are. So it's just make sure you just don't get loose and burn your tires off, because that's what's gonna be the key factor in this race.
All right, man. I know you're 1 to go. You're sitting currently in P4. You think you got anything in the tank for these top 3 drivers who've been kind of running away from the field?
Yeah, they are definitely fast once they get attached to each other. So hopefully I can stick with them and cut down on the mistakes. So hopefully I can stick with them.
All right, man. Good luck the rest of the race, and loving that black Budweiser scheme. I don't know if I've ever seen that one before. It looks really nice.
I appreciate it. Enjoy the show.
Yep. I always like doing that. Well, I've done in a while. I like talking to the drivers, get their idea on how the car is handling throughout the race. But the pace car is currently going through turn 3. We going green again with Skylar Carnes this time. Lead them to the green. And I'm kind of curious if they're good on fuel at this point. But for all you viewers watching at home, go ahead and give a shout out to you guys you want to win. I've seen some 00 and 19s. Also got some number 5 fans in here. Skylar Carnes trying to make it 2 in a row, 3rd win of the season, but he has the 39 laps to go. Green flag is out. Skylar Carnes and the 19 of Marquis Smith are side by side, door to door, going down the front stretch, going into turn 1. Well, I'm not even on the right driver there. There we go. At least guys are still side by side. Marquis is making that outside line work, but I think he's finally gonna succumb to being on the outside, as surprisingly the 00 is going to stick with the 47. As I say that, he jumps to the outside with the 19 of Marquis Smith. Going to try to give him some help going into turn 3 here. And Dusty is right there in the battle too. Yeah, Jacob Black, he has made his way back into P5. Going down past out of turn 4. Skylar is going to be able to clear the 19 coming out of turn 4, but the 19 is going to have help going down the front stretch. Across the start-finish line, Skylar will lead that lap, but can he hold off the 19 and the 00 for another lap? These guys are kind of tag team with Skylar. At this point, I'm wanting that 8 to catch up. Skylar really has to hope for a good run off this corner. 00 getting a little loose off a corner exit there. Skylar getting a little loose off a corner exit. That 00 is right to the back bumper of the 19, pushing his teammate in front of Skylar. Skylar gets some really aggressive side drafting going on there. Oh, a net code right there happened. 19 with a heck of a save. He's going to lose some spots, though. I saw that have for sure a net code. The 00, he's not happy with Skyler, but nothing Skyler did wrong there. Just good hard racing and good old iRace and not knowing how to fix their netcodes. Dusty was trying to make it look 3 wide almost going down the front stretch. As you see the 82 exiting pit road, he can go back a lap down. Good tight racing up front. Dusty trying to figure out who he wants to go with here. Marquise, he's going to get in front of Jacob here. Take that P4 back over. In the meantime, 00 of James Ray is your new leader. Ooh, a little bit of blocking still going on between the 24 and the 95, and they get into it. 24 spins. Let's go take another look at that. We'll have to rewind it here a little bit. I don't know what the heck that was. A rewind. Go to a chase view of this and slow it down. Oh, it looks like the 95 might have thought he was clear. Might have been trying to side draft him a little bit there. Go to a further chase. Yeah, I think the 95s are trying to side draft. Good hard racing there between 24 and 95. Not too much damage on these guys. So a tough break there for those guys. That's going to set them both back a couple of positions. I believe that's going to give the 94 or 95, my bad, EOL. Jacob Black, he is now currently sitting in P14. Man, oh man, I'm glad I'm not on race comp right now. So we'll see if these guys pit. If they pit, we'll pull. I like pulling people just involved in incident. Oh. Yeah, I don't know who to pull up. And this is where it can get interesting because they only ran about 4 laps on those tires. It should be interesting to see if anyone stayed out. I believe the 44 Bob Gallagher stayed out. Oh wow, quite a few people stayed out. Number 6 of Rob Nichols stayed out. He's gonna assume the race lead here. Looks like the number 44 stayed out. The number 5 stayed out. Quite a few people stayed out, actually. Kind of surprising. So it looks like the 91 of Girth is going to be your last car that did not pit. Yep. Mr. Girth, he will be the last car on a little bit of older tires. So these leaders, they will have their work cut out for them. So, I don't know, where that number 5 was. What netcode, Chris? The incident between the 95 and 24? No. The incident between the 47 and 19? Yes. Trying to find it right now for us. I can't find it. But yes, the incident between the 19 and the 47 was for sure netcode. No, that was not netcode right there. That just looked like he was just trying to go up in side draft, or he just thought he might have been clear. This simple mistake happens all the time. I've raced with both Jacob and Kobe multiple times. They're both really good racers, and we're all human. We make mistakes. So I mean, mistakes happen. You live, you learn from it. Matter of fact, let me see if I can't find a black flag that might have been handed out. I'm not seeing one. I believe the 95 did get a black flag because he is currently in P19. Anyways, we are on one to go here. Currently going through turn 2, and we got some fresh faces up front. Some faces we haven't seen up front this race, and really, most of the season, well, a lot of these guys you're seeing up front, they're really consistent top 10 finishers. You can't win them all. You can't get top 5 in them all. It'd be nice, but not how racing works. You have incidents out of your control. But it should be really interesting to see how these guys make their way through the field. They're on 4-lap older tires. So is this where cautions are going to be cautions, or are they going to be smart about it? Let's see, Arca. Let's see what you got here. Carlos, you say lucky break. It is, but it isn't. I mean, that put him all the way back in I believe, 12th or 11th place is bouncing around right now. So, in some aspects, it was lucky, but yet again, he has to make his way through 10 drivers to make his way back up front. Pace car will pull off. One of the longer distances to green after the pace car pulls off. As I say, that green flag will fly, and we are back racing here in Indianapolis on lap 23.
The yellow flag is out.
As the yellow came out. We'll have to pause this real quick and go to a rear chase. Wow, big wreck behind him. Looks like that started with the 36 of Ryan Simone, it looks like. We'll slow this down. I might have started further back than that. I'm trying to find Skyler. I'm sorry, guys. There he is. Trying to get a better view of what might have happened here. It looks like green came out. Ryan Simone didn't quite get going and just caused a pop behind him. The 8 get into the 47, pushed the 47 back into the 36. He collected 91. A lot of these guys that just pitted are going to have to pit most likely again. The 36 going to come across the front of the 47. The 95, wow, hits that hard. I believe the 19 made it through that with no damage. We'll have to play this full speed. See the 19, a little bit damage there. Big pile up. Jacob Black makes it through, no damage. We'll have to go to his cockpit. That was impressive, Jacob. The red cap in front of him. He's out of the gas, and he's like, whoop, whoop. Ooh, that was a close call. That's what I was saying. Cautions, bringing cautions. Yeah, I don't know if the 19's on pit road. It don't look like. We'll go to a rear chase view of him. I don't know if he has any right side damage. Or, my apologies, left side. Not seeing any. We go to a chase view. Yeah. He for sure needs to play the lottery. I thought he might have had some left side damage. He got through that cleanly. No damage for the 19. That he's going to be the winner in all that, really. Him and the 8. They jumped back from like about P11 to P12 up into P7 and P8. They caught a huge break there. We are currently under our third caution. I know admins are probably right now. All right, guys, you guys had a really good long green flag run with calm it down, simmer out. Let's get some good single file racing going again here. And that's the one thing I like about these Arca cars, and really anything but the dang Cup cars, is at tracks like this, it may be single file, but it is still a really difficult track. You get these Cup cars on a track like this, they kind of like stick, or don't get started on Daytona and Dega. Oh lord, they're horrible there. Nothing but single file, full throttle for the whole how many laps it is. What is up, Gary? Should you be playing Minecraft, mister? So a big wreck to start off the restart for this after the second caution of the race. So once again, trying to look for any EOLs given out. I don't believe they're doing it this race, as I'm not seeing them. Not quite sure what happened to James Ray there, but he's currently back in 20th place. I know he's involved in that caution, but everyone has 2 quick fixes. Hopefully he didn't accidentally use a couple of them or one of them. Yeah, they played some interesting pit strategies. After last caution came out, they didn't come to pit road and they stayed out, and that put them up front and put the faster guys towards the rear, and that's kind of what started that accident there. People trying to get their way back up front, and some of the guys in older tires might have spun. Alright guys, let's tighten these straps up. Let's calm down. Ethan, tell Jacob to calm down. I know you're listening. Everyone calm down. Regroup. Let's go green flag race until the end. Prove me wrong. I have less than 7 cautions. Prove me wrong. Ace car is going to pull off, and we'll be green flag racing here in a bit. As I say, that green flag is out. Man, there's really not a good camera for the restarts, as Bob Gallagher gets a pretty decent jump there. At the 32 of Grandpa Giberson, he's going to drop the inside in P4 currently, as you got Bob Gallagher and Rob Nicole. And the caution is out again. Looks like Mr. Terry Ferrier went off track with some other people. Ooh! We'll have to rewatch that one. Not quite sure what happened there. He's a 19, got a good run, but he had to check up quite a bit to stay out of the back end of whoever was in front of him, and Terry Freer just didn't realize it. Gets into the back of the 19. That's what's going to cause a chain reaction behind him. That's Jacob Black involved in that wreck. Skylar Carnes involved in that wreck. Ooh, the 91 barely making it through. Jacob Black is currently backwards on track. That's why I said at the start of the broadcast, cautions bring cautions. These guys had a good, I believe, 15 lap run to start the race. Green flag run. And after that, it's just been caution after caution. Oh, gosh. Sorry about that. Hold on. Ooh, the 5 of Chase coming in there hot. That was almost bad. Caution yet again, and at this point, you gotta wonder if a lot of these faster guys kind of regret pitting. They've been involved in quite a few collisions since they pitted. We'll go ahead and play some music real quick, and I will be right back. Pull it up real quick. Oh shoot. Alright, I guess not. I'll be right back. Now that I come back, we have reached a halfway point in this race. So, 29 laps down and about 28 to go here tonight. A guy I want to focus on real quick is the 113 of Eric Warman. I think this is the first time we've seen him in the top 5 this season. Being able to keep that car out of trouble, and interesting pit strategy has played off as he's restarting this place. Pace car goes down the backstretch. Getting ready to enter turn 3 there. Was Rob Nickel looked like I thought Gallagher got around him, but I guess iRacing scored him differently. Let me get out of this thing here. There we go. Oops. We will go blip view. My bad. Chopper view for this restart. Green flag is out. We are out racing here once again here at Indianapolis. It looks like Rob Nickel got a little bit better a start that time than Bob Gallagher did. He's going to have about a car length gap going into turn 1. Bob Gallagher making the outside line work, sticking there right at his right rear quarter panel. We got 3 wide racing going on in the back, and that can't end well. As I say that, Jacob Black goes up into the wall. I went back and looked at him just as it happened, and I believe, unfortunately for Jacob, he is out of quick fixes. We'll go back to the lead. Tough break for Jacob Black. Oh, as the number 8 of Dusty Applin gets sideways and hits the wall.
Caution, yellow flag.
That is going to... I don't know if that brought the caution out. We'll have to go back and rewatch that. Or it might have been Jacob Black being slow on track. Oh, as I say that, Terry Freer was around. Oh, looks like that's a hard call on that one. That's just a racing incident right there. I think they're both battling for the same real estate. Woo! Ryan Simone has a close call right there. Alright, so we are under caution and hey Gary, do not forget Arca is moving up to trucks instead of Xfinity next season. I believe that's how it works. As a matter of fact, while we are under caution, let's bring down the truck admin down here, Derek Schimmel. What's going on, Derek?
What's up, dude?
Hey, what's going on, man? Brought you down here, talking about teams and stuff like that, people moving up. Just correct me if I am wrong. Arca is moving to truck and then Xfinity, correct?
Yes,
Okay.
from my understanding.
Do you ever know what's going on?
Well, yes. Yeah, but yeah, they trucks is gonna be after Arca and then Xfinity and then Cup.
Gotcha. And the way the truck
Yes.
series works is Xfinity can race down in trucks, but trucks cannot race down in Arca.
Yes,
Gotcha.
we try to keep Arca open because it's a beginner for series, so people can come in and try not to fill it up with already people that have been racing for a while. So
Yeah, I got you, man. Well, I got you in here. You got any more news on truck series, or just still kind of what we've been hearing about?
yeah, nothing yet. Nothing yet. I guess the biggest thing is the dirt tracks are subject to change depending.
Don't you
Yeah.
do that to me as a broadcaster. I am really looking forward to those tracks. Don't you do that to me.
Yeah, but some of the one track in particular, I've had a real hard time
What track?
driving on. So
What track?
Knoxville.
Give me time. I will get a setup figured out for that track.
All right, do it.
I have a VRS set up. I have to tinker with it. I will.
All right, do it. You're all good to do it, buddy.
All right, sweet man. Well,
Yeah.
you have to pull yourself back up. I'm hoping you guys can keep it green. You know, I said 7 cautions, but they're keeping up there pretty fast.
Yeah, that tends to happen. Once you get everyone together, man, brings out more cautions. Unfortunately.
Gotcha. I think what I'm gonna do for next race, and I know AAA did it. You'll be the first to hear about it. I think for next race at Phoenix, if they can keep it under 6 cautions, so 5 cautions or less, I'll give $10 to a random person in the field.
Oh yeah, that might help them.
So if you want, go ahead and go on RaceCom for that, and let them know, or you can wait till next week.
Yeah. All right, brother.
All right, man. You have to pull yourself back up since I can't pull you up
Alright.
there.
Okay, have a good one.
So yeah, I just thought about that. To help these guys race a little cleaner, a little less aggressive. Phoenix, a pretty difficult track to drive. We drove there last Arca season, and we drove there pretty well. I think we only had 3 cautions there. So if these guys can keep it 5 cautions or less, so if they get to 6 caution, no one gets money. If they have 5 caution or less, I will write down everyone's number, put it in a hat, that finished that race, that didn't quit but finished that race. So even if you're 10 laps down, if you ran to the end of that race, your name will go in the hat. I will draw one name on screen. Let me turn my camera on for this, and that person will get $10. PayPal, iRacing, YouTube. Well, have to be PayPal, iRacing. Oh, let's go check on the 24 machine of Jacob Black. I believe he was out of quick. As I say that, I think he had one left. Oh yeah, he definitely had one left. Jacob currently scored a lap down, not having a race he wanted, but neither is Kobe Sutphin. And that really can open a door up for Brandon Robinson in the 97. He's having a good race, but I'm not seeing him in the top 10. Or top 20, I should say. No, he's 34 laps down. He wasn't able to race. That was an open door for Dusty to make some moves, as he is currently running in P8. Now for the regular season point standings, really going to be up there. Pace car pulls off and getting ready to go green again. Hopefully these guys can keep it green till the end with 21 to go when they cross the start-finish line. Bob Gallagher gets a great jump there. I believe he's going to be able to clear the 6 going into turn 1. He does. Easily clears the 6. We got a car up into the wall. Not quite sure who that is. We're going back to the race here. Bob Gallagher able to get in front of the number 6 machine. And right behind him, we got Grandpa Giverson and then Chase Harden. They are 3 wide in the back. Wow, the number 33 I saw of Cody Coburn. 3 wide going into turn 3, actually. As he got the 47 Skylar Carnes trying to make his way back through the field. With number 8 of Dusty Applin. Number 8 battle, that was Cody Coburn. Bob Gallagher starting to drive away from Rob Nickel a little bit. I think Cody respectfully kind of giving these guys room, knowing, hey, you guys are a lot faster than I am. Take it away. You got basically everyone running top 5 earlier on in the race right here. You have the 8, the 47, the 00, the 19, and the 95. Battle for the lead here. Bob Gallagher still able to hold off number 6 machine. Real battle we got going on right here. The battle for 6. Is that 00 going to put it 3 wide? No, he's not. A 47 and the 00 working together now, trying to get around the 8 machine of Dusty Applin. Rob Nichols loses the lead to Bob Gallagher. Not my apologies. It's slow around turn 3 there. Bob Gallagher pulling away from the field with 19 to go. He's just hoping these guys on fresher tires doesn't catch him too fast. But as I say that 47 machine is Skylar Carnes. He is making stuff work. He's almost contact there between the 8 and the 00. These 4 guys right here, the 8, 00, 47, and 19 are all on fresher tires than these guys. And they are making quick work getting their way through the field. Question is, when they get up to the leaders, are they going to have enough tires left to make a pass? As these guys up front, they do not have very many laps on their tires. See the 5 of Chase Harden kind of stuck up on the outside. The 19 gets a little loose in corner exit there. Able to keep it going straight. These guys are really battling it out trying to get back up front. See the 47 put a block on the 00. Going down the front stretch. 00 is going to tuck behind the 113, try to get that draft going into turn 1 there. Can't quite get it. Almost contact there between the 00 and the 47. Yellow is out. It looks like Terry Freer. Well, way to go. Never mind. It looks like this was Grandpa Bill in this one. A little bit of contact there between Grandpa and the... Ooh, that's a hard lick into that outside wall. Like Mr. Bill and Chase Coburn just fight for the same real estate there. I think Nedka might have got him again. He spins around like a top on the outside wall. No one else collected that, fortunately enough. Yeah, our cars are definitely not easy to handle. That is for dang sure. But you should have seen the Xfinity here. It was horrible. So I think this is the one thing Bob Gallagher did not want to see. Because what does he do now? Does he stay out or does he pit? That's always a lovely sight when you eat an apple and find out it's rotten. Oh god. Ugh. Yuck. Gary, I'm gonna have to agree with you there. Depending on the track, as you see Bob Gallagher leading the pack down pit lane. It looks like everyone on the lead lap will be opting into pit this time by. As I say that, you have some people that stayed out. Looks like the 13 of Michael Gervey decided to stay out here, along with the 42. Wait for this leaderboard to straighten itself out. Looks like Terry Freer, Michael Gervey, Mr. Stanley, and Ryan Simone all opted out of pitting this time. We'll go focus on this race off of pit road, though. Thank you, Albert. Appreciate it. Skylar Carnes is going to easily beat everyone off of pit road. He must have just... He had to take only 2 tires. Let's go back and watch Skylar there. I believe he only took 2 tires. Rewind this. I saw a quick glance at it, and yes, Skylar only took 2 tires there. A very, very interesting call there by Skylar. He had ran a decent amount of lap on these tires. And this track does wear out that left side quite a bit. Not your typical track where your left sides are like 99 and your rights are at 78. No, your left sides get pretty worn out here. But the 46 of Terry Freer. I believe this is the first time I am calling his name out on broadcast. Leading the race. He'll lead this field to green. Outside of him will be Michael Gervey. And then row 2, you'll have Thomas Stanley and Ryan Simone. And then you'll have the fresh tires behind them. It is crazy how much can change in a matter of 5 laps here. 5 laps ago before the caution came out, Bob Gallagher looking to possibly drive his way to his first win of the season, and caution came out, and now he's restarting in P7. Rob Nickel looking at top 5, now he's outside of the top 5 in P6. Gary Sack saying, I do have some news here. Within the past week, I've already gave all my guys Sack Racing offers for our truck team when those open up. So we're already 3 or 4 spots full. So if any of you drivers go back and rewatch this broadcast and looking for a truck team to race in, Gary Sack has a spot open. Gary, if you do not mind me asking you, what are you offering your drivers? You're offering them some money? Like, hey, come drive me, I'll give you $20. Not a bad idea. As I definitely look forward to broadcasting that. That will be Tuesday nights. Same time, 9 p.m. Give me a second. I believe I'll be able to get you the starting date for those. Looks like the first date for the trucks will be January 4th. Your Daytona Duels will be the first truck race we have. I believe, if I'm not mistaken. That'll be the same week all the series restart their seasons. I believe it's that first week in January. We're getting ready to go green once again here. 6 cautions for 18 laps here tonight. 15 to go. It's going to be 14 to go, and the green flag flies. Green flag is out. Michael Gervey laying back a little bit there on the start. Keep an eye on that 47 machine. Skylar Carnes going to be putting it 3 wide going into turn 1. Look, Chase Harding get a little loose. It's going to hit the number 23 of Josh Gross with Jacob Blackberry making through that. No caution yet. Jacob Black is now back on the lead lap, barely able to make it through that. Skylar Carnes is looking to pass the 13 machine of Michael Gervey going down the backstretch. Look at this shuffle behind him. 3 wide going into turn 3. We're going to be with a 95 in the middle of Kobe Sutphin. He's going to dive to the inside here. We got Carpenter lost to the number 113 of Eric Warman. 95 of Kobe Sutphin trying to make his way up into the top 3. But with that jump, the 46 of Terry Freer, he's a good half a second ahead of Skyler, but I do not see that holding up. He's going to have his handful, and then you got the 19 of Marquis Smith currently sitting. Ooh, as the 13 spins, and then the 19 gets into the 95. No caution. It's out. Oh, it's the 6 of the close calls. Ryan Simone. The 35 is going to spin out. Oh, 95 has a ton of damage there. Let's go back and rewatch it from the, I believe it was contact with the 13. That might have started that all out. It's like Kobe got in the back of the 13 there, and the 95 just barely gets, 19 barely gets in the back of the 95. I think the 95 might have downshifted one too many times. It's, oh, the 40. Oh, who was that? Who in the world was that? 44, Bob Gallagher absolutely destroying both his front end and the 95. You see Jacob Black, I believe he's able to make it through that wreck without any issues. Oh, tough break for a lot of these guys. Hold on, I'll get to your comments there in a second, Mr. Gary. So Terry Freer is going to be in the lead, but I don't see him going to be able to hold off that number 47 machine. Going to the comments. Gary says he can be racing in trucks. Not for points, obviously I'm Infinity. If I'm not mistaken, Gary, I think you're doing trucks same we're doing Xfinity. If you race in trucks, you can race for driver points, so points for yourself, but you cannot race for team points. We're under caution once again. All these schedules being released. Let's go ahead and drag down one of our Arca admins, Mr. Michael Pampere, and see if he has put together somewhat of a schedule for these Arca drivers. What's going on, Michael? You got a copy?
I got you.
Trying to pass some time on these cautions, man. I know it's a little early for this, only 5 races in, but it seems like every other series has a schedule out. Do you have an idea on what Arca schedule is going to look like for next season? Any tracks that are kind of new to Arca or be looking forward to?
I think we're gonna try to mimic basically real life a little bit, where you kind of get the series that kind of follow each other around. That way, each week can kind of like highlight a certain track or whatever.
Wait, you mean to tell me I get to broadcast Arca on dirt?
I don't know. I don't know.
Or is that something we're gonna have to test out as a league?
It wouldn't. I'm just gonna say I'm not against it, but I want to make sure that there's like the setups for these Arca guys. Don't want to go throw them too much of a curveball. But you know, I wouldn't necessarily be against it, especially where the next step up is trucks, and they're gonna run some dirt because it's looking like it might be a dirt-loving series.
Maybe it's a hint for a dirt series in this league. The next question I got asked, man, I know a lot of series they're going down in quick fixes. Are we gonna see 1, maybe 0 quick fixes next year in Arca? Or are you gonna leave it at 2?
No, I think. I mean, it's Arca. We wanna these guys to figure out, you know, how Mdot likes to handle things. We're here to have fun. We want good racing, but we also don't want to pace the entire time either. So I do like the 2, but I do think that we will heavily talk about reducing that.
All right, man. I don't know if Shimma went up there and told you, but I think I'm gonna do what Triple A did for Xfinity, or for Arca last season. I'm gonna put some money incentive on maybe having 5 or less cautions next week at Phoenix for these guys, because looks like it's been a repeat. You know, between this week and last week, we get a really good green flag run to start the race, and then after that, everyone's just caution after caution.
Yeah, absolutely.
This race started off, I think, with a 15 or 16 lap green flag run, and we've had 7 cautions and 21 laps since. So hopefully, with a little bit of money incentive, you know, these people might be like, "Hey, let's not be so aggressive on restarts."
Yeah, something's gonna work.
All right, man. We'll see. I can't drag you back up there, but I thought I'd bring you down here talk about scheduling since takes freaking 2 minutes per caution lap here.
Yep.
Horrible.
Nope, sounds good, buddy.
All right, man. Hopefully, you guys can finish under
well,
green. I can be right with 7 cautions.
Yeah, hopefully we get an exciting end of this race. I'm sure they can do it.
You better tell them you got to cause another caution to DQ'd.
Yeah, right.
Next person calls the caution DQ'd. That's it.
All right, Isaac.
All right,
I'll send him to you. I'll send him to you after I disqualify him. All right, man.
Later. Where is that though? Yeah, you were right, Albert. I didn't catch that. James Ray will be restarting in 6th place here. You want to see Detroit? No, Gary, you can go away with that one. You can go road course your way out of here. I don't like that idea. I'm not even I'm moving up to Cup next season. I'm kind of nervous with all the road course racing. I'm not a road course racer. So don't get me wrong, it's gonna be fun. We're not doing all cookie cutter courses, but dang, man. I think like 5 or 6 road courses on the schedule. It's freaking insane. Hey, we will be going back to green. It's a 46 and 47 leading us to green here. I do not see that 46 able to hold off the 47. They get going here. Decent jump by the 46, but the fresh tires are going to come to advantage for the 47 of Skylar Carnes, as Marquis Smith can be stuck behind that 46 of Terry Freer, and that's going to let Skylar Carnes really get a great run off this turn here. Build a crazy lead over the 19. A little sideways to the turn to double the year goes. Tokyo drifting it through turn 2. He goes. Terry Freer is falling back and quick. And they got Rob Nickel in the fray. He is having an outstanding race. Interesting pit strategy has paid off. He is still currently sitting in P5. Most likely going to move up until at least P4. Ooh, as Ryan Simone gets tight coming off that turn. Bounce off the wall and almost collects the 8 and the 32. Can't remember who it was. All the Grandpa people that run the same scheme. In the meantime, Skylar Carnes is really driving away with it, as I caught a glance at the battle going on back here. I thought Jacob Black's race was done for. He is currently battling out for a top 10 finish. I'm getting out of breath watching these guys here. 42 gets up into the wall coming out of turn 1. Skylar Carnes still with a half-second lead over the second place of Marquis Smith, looking for 2 in a row with 8 to go. Jacob Black finally moves away in the top 10. The number 8 machine of Dusty Appleton trying everything he can to get around Ryan Simone here. He'll look to the inside of the 32 machine of Giberson. Ryan Simone's going to get tight once again, coming off the turn, bounces off the wall, but he's able to keep it up there this time. Dusty Appleton moves into P6.
The yellow flag is out.
The yellow flag is out, and oh boy, is it going to get interesting. I'll try to see what happened here. Looks like the 36 is on pit road. That might have been what caused the caution. He has a lot of damage. He's pitting before pit. Oh yeah, here we go. As I say it, we found the caution. Oops. Go back and slow this down. See what happened here. I think Ryan got into the wall again. The 11 of Mr. Sugg had nowhere to go. Gets into the back of Mr. Ryan. And then 11 just kind of hits him again. He had nowhere to go after that. It was just a 2-car. Ooh, as I say that, the 42 spins around with the 5 going up and over him. Look at that 42 was going down to dodge and crash in the 5. That's what happened to 5. Like, the 5 just went airborne for no reason. But Blake Bingham kind of looked like he blinked out, blinked back in right into the back of him. Yeah, I actually, I watched that, Albert. I raced the first race in that league, and with how busy life is, I just don't have time to practice really 3 different tracks a week. And you guys save fuel like freaking crazy in that league. It was just too much on me, man. I loved racing with y'all at, oh God, where were we at the first week? I think it was Homestead. Y'all had a blast to race around, gave people plenty of room, very respectful drivers in that league. But it was just too much on me. I mean, if I didn't get back to work, I'd for sure run that league, but I just couldn't. But y'all definitely put on a show last night. It was really fun to listen to that broadcast while I was racing myself on the super speedways. And y'all did some really great racing there. I give that league some credit. But I appreciate you tuning in to this broadcast here, Albert. I don't know if you know James Ray. You're definitely rooting for him here. And we're getting to the point now with probably go green with 3 or 4 laps to go. And we kind of got everyone back up front that was up there. The 47, the 19, the 00, the 8's going to be restarting P6. I think that was about everyone up here earlier. And they got the 24 a little bit further back and the 95 back there with them. So we're getting to the point here where you got the fast guys back up front, and they're going to have a 3 or 4 lap shootout. Hopefully to the finish. I'll tell you another thing, Albert, and any the series admins watching this, cough, and Mdot. I would love to go race at Red Bull Ring in these stock cars. It looked fun. I knew it was difficult, but it looked really, really fun. Those long straightaways that course had, I would love to race there. Cough. Tabor, Pimpare, Schimmel. Not Schimmel, dang it, Forens. My bad, Schimmel. 1 to green here, so yes, we will go green with 4 laps to go. Hopefully they can get to the white flag here and finish this under green. Yeah, don't get me wrong, Albert. I was watching that broadcast and I'm like, man, that track looks hard. I mean, you guys were stock car racing on a Formula 1 course. It looked fun, but man, I'm glad I wasn't racing it. I say that after I say I want to race there. I do want to race there, though, just to say, hey, I've been racing there in a stock car. That was me after Road America and Xfinity. I woke up that morning when we ran in Road America. I guess I forgot to grab my talent from underneath my pillow because I don't know what happened. I put in so many laps there and just could not drive that night. I don't know what the heck happened. But hey, it happens, man. Everyone has their off week. But hey, man, and Albert, if you're free on Thursday nights, come join Mdot, man. Come in here, roam with these Arca guys. Have some fun on Thursday nights. Really great group of guys. I mean, yeah, we got rivalries here and there. It's going to happen any league you join, but very great. I said that already. Great group of guys. A really well ran league by Tabor. Him and all the admins put a lot of energy in it. And once you do a season Arca, you move up to trucks and then Xfinity and then to Cup. So we kind of got a progression system going here. So if you get a chance, come join us on Thursdays, man. Well, we are getting ready to go green flag race, and hopefully for the last time here at Indy, at that 47, gets a great jump there, gets a little bit of help from the 19th teammate, the 00. Kind of shocked he hugged that back bumper like to give him room. As Terry Freer still battling out for a top 5 finish, as he's going to tuck it in right in front of Rob Nickel. The 19's going to get a run out of turn 1 there, trying to get a run going into turn 2. These guys are sliding through the corners at this point. Got the 19 double zero battle. Rob Nichols going to spin to the... Oh my gosh, that was a hard hit.
Caution, yellow flag.
I am so glad it's simulated racing. Holy cow. I think that is the hardest hit I've ever seen in iRacing. We'll go back and watch what happened here. And we need a medical check on Rob Nichols. Looks like the 8 got a little loose and just... Oh my lord. And then 11 was nowhere to go as long as the 2 of Blake Bingham. And someone came in at the end of that and nailed Nichols from behind. Looks like that was a 5 at Chase Harden actually. Oh no, play, dang it. We'll go cockpit view with Rob Nichols and just watch. I'm so glad it's a simulation because... Oh my lord. Wham! Medic! Rob Nichols has been the highlight of the last 2 races and this race for the wrong reason, as I can't get over how hard this hit was. I think he tore off every panel of the car there. Wow. I'm gonna go check on Rob there, make sure he's okay. Holy cow. Yeah, that was violent. Hey, Ethan, if you're still watching, man, there's another clip. Wow, dude. Correct you if I'm wrong, everyone watching, but they safer barrier that for the NASCAR races, don't they? Guy, they're gonna pig here. Oh, he's gonna try to fake some people out. So we're gonna come down to our first of 2 green-white checkers here. We have an Mdot. Oh my lord. Like I said, that is probably the hardest hit I've ever seen in iRacing, and I've had a couple just by screwing around. That was... Yes, Midwest Days of Thunder. If you want to add me on Discord, I can shoot you an invite. It's my stream name without the underscore, and then 6. Hold on a second. Alright, well I got streamer mode enabled, but I believe it's my Twitch name, which is Fallen God 343 hashtag 6860. If you want to add me on Discord, I'll shoot you an invite to our Discord page. But we're gonna get back racing with 3 to go. I think we got a lap and a half, maybe 2.5 laps left for caution pacing. And that Terry Freer, he's been doing an amazing job holding off in this top 5 on those really old tires. We'll see if the lights on the pace car turn off, and they do. 1 to green here. First of 2 attempts at a green-white checkered. Hopefully our only attempt at a green-white checkered. Yes, it's Fallen God 343 hashtag 6860. That's it. Able to double check. I'm going to play blocking after this. I might join you. I might go road course race. I need to get better at it. I got an endurance race coming up Saturday with William Brown and some of his buddies. All right, everyone watching the stream. Dang cold. Who you got? You got that 47 able to win 2 in a row. Or you got the 19 of Marquis Smith. Is he going to finish where he started in P1? Also got that 00 James Ray. He's been up in the top 3 all race, led a few laps. You got Dusty Applin. He's won a race already this season, but he's been fast all race. Or can Terry Freer somehow sneak through on old tires and win this race? Really anyone, maybe even Jacob Black. I mean, you got a lot of fast guys restarting in this top 10 here. Who's going to come away with this win? Everyone tuning in, I greatly appreciate it. Make sure you... I'll say that later. We're about to go green here. We got Gary Sack rooting for Dusty Applin here. Green flag's going to fly here. Looks like the 19 was trying to get a jump on it. Kind of slowed down a little bit. It's going to open the door for Skylar Collins to get a pretty good jump here. Get about a half a car distance on the number 19 going into turn 1. Skylar's going to be able to clear the 19 coming out of turn 1. A 19 00. They are teammates, most likely talking to each other in Discord, trying to figure out a way to get around this number 47 as Terry Freer is falling back and fast as Dusty Applin's going to try to make a move. Side by side they go down the backstretch going into turn 3. Got Jacob Black making his way up into the top 6. Ooh, 19 almost hits the wall there, somehow keeps it going straight. Skylar Carnes is going to come to the white flag here. He is 4 turns away from winning 2 in a row. He's praying to get that white flag, and he gets it. White flag is out. Race will continue. No cautions will end this race. Can that 00 and 19 work together to get past this 47? If they do, will there be contact? Jacob Black has made his way into 6th place. 00 gets loose going. Oh, he gets really loose. Hits the 19. 19's going to hit that wall hard. That's going to open the door for Dusty Applin to get into the 2nd place position. But Skylar Carnes is really drawing away as Kobe Suffin, Lightning McQueen, Charles moved his way into the top 3 in front of the 00. Skylar Carnes around that turn, but let's go ahead and watch this battle for 3rd place between the 95 and the 00. 00 gets into the wall, coming out of the turn, is going to look down low. He is not going to have enough for the 95. Kobe Suffin is going to come away with the 3rd place finish right behind the number 8 of Dusty Applin. 00 James Ray will finish in P4. Jacob Black sneaks in with a top 5 finish here. Terry Freer somehow holds off on old tires to get 6th place. Cody Coburn finishes 7th. You got Eric Warman finishing P8. Josh Grosso P9 around at the top 10. You got Mr. Giberson. Wow, what an insane finish to that race. Holy cow. Wow. Go ahead while we wait for these guys to get in. Let's take a look what happened with the 19. See if we can see what happened with the 19 and his teammates, the 00. Oh yeah, 00 got loose. Oh, and 19 nowhere to go. Hits that wall a ton, but able to finish the race under his own power. So Skylar Carnes keeping the winning streak alive for his team. He's going to burn it down. Wow, what a race at the end. These guys do not disappoint. We wait for these guys to join the Podium Finisher channel. I'm trying to say before that race went green again. Do not forget, tomorrow night we'll be live. Well, I will not be live. Triple A Broadcasting, who does an amazing job for our Xfinity and Cup Series team, they will be live tomorrow night for a 150 lap race at Dover. They're closing down to the playoffs in the Cup Series. Monday night we will be live at Phoenix in the Xfinity cars, and then next Thursday we'll be live again here with the Arca Series at Phoenix as well. What a finish. Alright, we will bring in our third place finisher. I'm glad he got third place. I was joking with him about running that scheme. He ran it for me. Let's bring in Kobe's up in. What's going on, Kobe?
What's up, man?
Ka-chow, man. You did it, dude. Bro.
But I just did everything I could in that race, man.
Yeah, okay. So first question I got for you is going back a couple laps, talk us through the incident between you and Jacob. It looked like you were trying to side draft there. I'm not quite sure what happened. Go ahead.
Beginning of the race?
Go ahead. I don't know if you're mad about it. If you are, keep it PG.
No.
Let's go ahead and talk and see what happened there. I couldn't quite tell what happened. I don't know if you're trying to side draft. Didn't realize he was right there.
So he hit me with a good block, and I basically just came up to get him on the back corner panel and just turned up just a tad too much. It is what it is. It's racing.
All right, man. Talk us through that final lap there, dude. I think you're looking at top 5 at the best, and contact between teammates at 00 and the 19 opened the door for you, man. What was going through your head?
I was actually really lucky because Josh ended up missing a shift on the freaking restart. I was like, oh no, because I wanted him to finish really well. So, and he did, top 10 in one of the races that he actually had to finish. So I'm glad about that. And then we made it through turn 1 magically, so that was good. And then turn 2 was whatever. I don't know, man. It was oh my god, speechless over it.
It was definitely a finish, man. I think you were like P8 on that restart and somehow managed to make your way into third place. Coming in the points leader, going out the points leader. Man, what a race, dude. That was insane. And you had to make your way back up a couple times. You had to make your way back up at least once that I can remember, maybe even twice.
Yeah, I actually got bailed out with one of the cautions. I think it was the second caution that came up because when me and Jacob hit on that side draft, I ended up getting a black flag. So
Oof.
I had to serve that. And I was lucky enough to be in the back of the field, so I was able to go in and pit under green, and it was just a stop and go, so I was really, really lucky on that. Got the caution right in turn 1, so I was like, oh, sweet. So I just did my penalty, and I was back on, what's it called? Lead lap.
All right, man. Go ahead at this time. I don't know if you have any sponsors or family watching you want to give a shout out to, but man, it was one hell of a race.
Just want to thank Gary for giving me the ride once again, and Faded. I felt bad for him because Brandon Robinson, aka, he was trying to race it, and then his internet ended up dying, so he was unable to race today, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough break for him. He was sitting P3 in the points, I believe. He's definitely going to lose some spots because of that, man. Well, congrats on
right.
fighting your way back up to P3 and sticking in there, man.
I already have a good one, man.
Oh, no. I don't want to do that. There we go. All right. Next, we're going to bring up our second place finisher, the number 8 machine of Dusty Avalon. What's going on, Dusty?
What's going on, man?
Man, one heck of a finish y'all had there. I'm so happy y'all kept it green for that final lap there. Talk us through what was going on that last lap, and I think you had a really close call with the 36. I didn't know if you had to change the drawers after that or not.
Oh man, I was very happy with a top 5. You know, I felt good, and then I don't know which one got into each other, but it just he left the door open. I took it, and I'm very happy with the third spot. No, second spot. I'm sorry, second spot.
Yeah, man. Do you think there's anything you could have done differently to maybe steal that win away from Skyler, or you were just like, I'll be content with finishing behind him?
Absolutely not. He was gone. He checked out once they got into each other, and I was right there to take the second position. He was already, a couple of seconds in front of me. So I just, hell, I'll take second because I thought I was gonna get a top five. So, or fifth position. So I was definitely happy with that.
Congrats on the P2 there. Like you said, not what you were expecting, but hey, anytime you get the podium, you'll take it.
Absolutely, I had fun. It was a great race.
Yeah, it was. All right, next we'll bring up Mr. 2 in a row, third of the season, the 47 of Skylar Carnes. What's going on, Skylar?
Oh, nothing much. Enjoying this one. First time winning an Indy in a league. I'm happy.
Hey, man, first off, way to keep that RSR race win streak alive. I believe you're all at 4 in a row now. This is your third of the season, second in a row, dude. At what point in the race were you like, this is mine? At what point in the race you're like, man, am I going to win this?
Well, it was after the second time I got into an accident. The first time we did, it was just, unfortunate. We had the inside line check up. I backed out after I got into the bumper. Dusty and I were talking about it. He just had no reaction time either. He got into me, and then when he got into me, I got back into the car in front of me and turned him, and then we just caused a parking garage on the front stretch on the restart. And then on the second time coming around, the 19 got spun. I was checking up because I'm like, okay, I can't see where they're going, and then I just get plowed through from somebody who wasn't paying attention. And that was my second fast repair done, halfway through the race. And I'm like, okay, maybe I don't have the luck to get through this if I can't get through the field. So I just took it a little bit easier and try to make it up through the field. When we pit the last time, I realized that the left sides weren't getting burnt off that bad after just 2 lap runs. So I'm like, okay, just go in for rights. So I went in for a 2 tire stop on the right sides, a little bit of fuel, just like a point, 7 gallon. That way it's, hey, I still got enough to make it to the end for 2 GWCs, but still have, don't have a full tank to where I'm lighter and can go a little bit faster. And then just get up front and save the tires and try to hold on. That was my plan, and it happened.
Yeah, man, I will not lie to you, dude. I was judging you on that 2 tires pit stop just because I knew when I raced Monday, those left sides would get worn out a lot more than people realize. Like, man, I don't know if I agree with that 2 tire pit call, but we'll see if it works out, dude. Um, but man, what heck of a finish, dude. That was fun.
Oh yeah.
That was fun to broadcast. I'm so happy y'all kept it clean for that green white checker finish. Wow, what a finish it was. Next question I got to ask you, man, is I didn't know if you realized this or not, but the 1900, I believe, are teammates. So if you did realize it, how was it battling it out with them throughout the race? And they were around you all race long. It seemed like every lap they're tag teaming you on the back stretch and the front stretch.
Yeah, they were trying to definitely do something. At the end, they didn't. It's every man for themselves. But they were always working together, trying to figure out speed. I knew they were just settling in later on, and when I got around them, they saved a little bit more and got back up to me. That 19 was super fast tonight. I know him and I were going to go back on the replay trying to figure out what was going on. Whenever I got into him early on the first green flag run.
Net code.
It was net code.
It was
That's what I
net code.
thought.
It was. I called it out during the broadcast. I saw it full speed. It was net code.
That's what I thought. And even though it was net code, I still apologize because we were in the situation for that to happen, and we were just racing hard racing. We both apologized for each other, but it was fun. I knew he was fast, and I was gonna have to hold him off and try to burn his tires up somehow, because God, I just couldn't figure out how he could get 3 tenths over my qual time, and I'm just like, how the hell does he do it? Because I try to replicate it, and I'm like, I don't get it. I just don't. And but I figured, you don't have to be the fastest out on track. Just try to save your tires the best and get out front and just defend.
Yeah,
And that's what I tried to do tonight, and it worked.
that brings me to the next question. Going to a short track like Phoenix, are we going to see this RSR win streak continue?
I'm a short track racer. I love them.
Oh.
So Johnny and I both in NTRL, our other league we run in on Sunday nights. The preseason we had Phoenix, and we were battling each other for 4 laps side by side in first place, 2 seconds ahead of everybody else.
All right,
So
man.
I honestly have some very, very good hopes, and there's going to be a lot of good racing, especially with that 1900. If we get, gosh, who was his name? Dusty. Dusty's definitely going to be fast there too. Dusty's fast everywhere. Who was the guy that I was racing with last week that was in before?
Davey Hendricks, he's racing Infinity now, though.
Oh, he moved up.
Yeah.
He bumped up.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say if he was still with us, him for sure, and Bobby Pasternak. If Bobby's still with us, I don't know if he is or not.
All right, man. Well, congrats on the win. Winning 2 in a row here. Stay in the chat room. I gotta show you something. But we'll catch you. Most likely next week, as your team is definitely a force to reckon with. You're a one-man show here tonight, and you still got the dang job done.
I knew with Johnny hating this track, so I figured he wouldn't show up. He said it last week, and I called it on the broadcast too. And and Tyler had to work last minute for his previous job, so he told me he couldn't come in. I said, "That's fine, man. Go for it and get the money. I'll try to get the bread out on the track tonight." And we did it. So we're trying to keep that RSR streak for the rest of the season, and hopefully get an RSR car in the championship.
All right, man. Like I said, stay in the chat room. I'll talk to you here in a bit. Congrats, though.
Will do, bud. Thank you.
All right, that'll round up tonight's broadcast. Definitely some exciting racing going on here tonight. Not quite what I expected, but definitely lived up to its name here at Indy. We will be live next week at Phoenix.